What's up, guys? Today is Wednesday, October 16th. I'm in Siesta Village. I'm going to try to show you as many businesses as I can to show you whether or not they're open. It's going to take a little bit of time. I might have to do some edits, but before I do that, I want to let everybody know that the beaches here are not closed. There's not many people on them today because it's a little bit cloudy and a little bit chilly by Florida standards, but yesterday it was sunny. There was a lot of people on the beach, so misinformation going on about that. But let's turn the camera around and I'll show you what these businesses look like and whether or not they're open. Okay, so the Fudge Shop got some wind damage. You can see the awnings down. They're in there working on it right now. My guess is they're probably going to be open within the next couple of days. The Vlasic Martini Bar is open. The Big Tiki has sustained some wind damage to their thatched roof, so they're working on that. They're not open. But yeah, let's keep walking up the sidewalk here, and I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can to save time, but I might have to do a couple cuts here. Okay, so the Robin Hood Rentals, where you can rent those tiny little cars, they're not open. Daiquiri Deck is open. They were open yesterday and there was actually a pretty good amount of people there. So we have Gilligan's. They're not open yet, but I just talked to the owner and he says within the next day or two, I think they expect to be open. We got Mojo Horizons Coffee Shop. They are open. Siesta Teas is open. Boulevard Beachwear is open. Flavio's is open. Siesta Key Oyster Bar, which is something a lot of people were asking about, is not yet open. They're in there working on it. Sandal Factory is not open. So they just apparently got their power back today. They had no power yesterday. So from the Sandal Factory all the way to the end of the block here, they just got their power back today. So that's why they're a little bit delayed. But yeah, like I said, Flavio's is open. Florida Surf and Skate Shop is open. And AK Fit Swimwear is open. Let's not talk about the Remax because all we care about is Coldwell Banker on this channel, of course. Ripfire Pizza, not open. They're one of the ones that did have power yesterday. Bonjour French Cafe, not open. Beach Bazaar, not open. And then these little shops over here. There's a massage therapist upstairs there. They're open. But the jewelry market and the other little jewelry store there, they're not open. So these businesses are all closed. And then Olaf's is closed. And MVP is not open because, you know, like I said, this section right here, let me zoom back out. So this section right there that I'm showing you did not have power until today. So otherwise they'd probably be open. Okay, let's go down the next street. Siesta Market is open. The Sea Shanty is open. Mini Donuts are not open. And the Lobster Pot is not open. The Baja's not open. The Cottage is not open yet. I think the Summer House is open down there, but they're not open for lunch, so I can't tell. It's pretty early in the day, so I think they'll probably, if they're open, they'll be open for dinner. Beach Club not open yet. Kilwin's ice cream not open yet. Sports therapy not open. My real estate office, we took on a lot of water after Helene, so it's going to be a while before we get back open again. Village Cafe is not open, and if I go down the street here, there's Sun Garden Cafe, and then there's Star Thai, both of which are not open. But if I keep up this way, Salty Dog's up there, and they are in fact open. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go to the south end of the key by the South Bridge where Captain Kurtz is, and then I'll resume the video there. Somebody commented on my last video and said, you just want people to come there because you have a business there. Well, yeah, absolutely. But it's not just me, it's everybody that owns a business here, guys. We want people to come here on vacation. We're not going to be overrun with tourists anytime soon to the point where it's going to interfere with cleanup efforts here on the island. This is a slow time to begin with, and it's been slow here the entire summer. It's been a very rough year for local businesses, especially on this island that depend on tourism. So yeah, I do want people to come here, and yes, that probably is the primary reason for me doing these videos. But it's not just for my benefit, it's for the whole island's benefit and for the benefit of the entire economy here. And I'm not going to apologize for that. So that's all I want to say. Okay, I'm heading over to Captain Kurtz, but before I do that, real quick, I want to clarify something I said earlier. I said the beaches were open, which they are. However, the public facilities may be closed. So that's where a lot of people are getting their information, saying that the beaches are closed because you can't maybe use the bathroom, you can't play tennis, or you can't use the concession stand. So that's what they mean by that. However, you can go to the beach. And when I said there's a lot of people on the beach, I mean, given the situation we're in now, there's a lot of people on the beach, or at least there was yesterday. But normally there's a lot more people on the beach than was yesterday, and probably definitely today. So let's go to Captain Kurtz. Okay guys, I made it over to the south end. I'm on Old Stinky Point Road over by the South Bridge, and I'm going to show you guys what's open and what's not open right now over here. So turn the camera around. We got Clayton's. They are open, however they're not open now because it's still lunchtime. They open at 4 o'clock for dinner. CB's is not open. That's their main store. Now they do have a smaller store called Finn right there, and they are open, and you could actually book the water sports activities out of that location. So CB's is operating out of their smaller store there. Their bigger store where all the fishing stuff is, their main store is being renovated right now, so it'll be a while before they could open up that store. Daiquiri Deck is open. The Mini Donuts over here is open. The one in the village is not open, but this one is. Okay, right there is Captain Kurtz. They are not open. None of these businesses back here are open. So there's a place where you can rent paddle boards, bikes, kayaks. They're not open. Captain Kurtz gift shop's not open. The Tiki Trading Company, there's an ice cream shop here, coffee shop. None of these places are open. Okay, so I just walked by the Sneaky Tiki and Crescent Club. They're not open. I wasn't sure though when I did my earlier segment over in the village if the summer house and the cottage were open because they're right next to each other. They're not open because they had that power situation where they just got it back. So they're on that same grid as like the Broken Egg. They're not open yet. The Baja, the Sandal Factory, Rib Fire Pizza, that section right there just recently got their power back. So I'm anticipating within the next day or two, those businesses are all going to be open, MVP included, because they're like the first ones to open before, or right after Helene. They're like before anybody else opened. Those businesses were on top of it. MVP opened, like they're like the first ones. So that's pretty much it, guys. I try to do as much as I can to show you guys as much as I can in a short amount of time. If you have any questions about specific condominiums or places where obviously I can't do everything, but if you have any questions specifically about any particular complexes, please reach out to me, and I'm happy to do that, give you a report on what the status is. So with that said, hope you guys have an awesome day. God bless you guys all.